my man Liam. How's it going?
Very well. Not liking this winter though.
No, I know you're not from New York. Well, you've been in New York 6 years. It's freezing here. How are you adjusting to it?
By wearing layers. Now I learned from the last years of here, it's all about layers, okay? I wear 2 t-shirts, 2 hoodies and a big coat. So that's the only way to keep warm.
How does it affect your training in a warmer climate versus a colder climate?
I think, well, when you train in a colder climate, when you come down in the gym, you can still see the air coming out of your breath when you come down here in the mornings. So it's just important to warm up properly, because if you don't do a proper warm up, then you start training heavy, then that's when accidents can happen. So we warm up, and once you get warm, it's all go from there. So
I saw earlier this morning on your Instagram you went to train at the Gracie gym. What is it like training with the world famous Gracies?
I'm loving it. I just learn so much. There's so much knowledge in that room. Whenever you walk in there, you see any of the Gracie black belts or anybody. You know, the Gracies have done well by showing other people their trade. So every person in that gym, black belt, instructors to the white belts, you're getting challenges from everybody.
Do you get good sparring over there?
Yes, yeah. The rolling is second to none out there.
What other MMA fighters do you get to spar with over there?
Well, Rafael Sapo Natal he comes around. David Branch is my regular training partner. Corey Anderson, a couple of other people coming up through the ranks like and trainer. GSP comes down when he's fighting, so he comes in town. So
I noticed your victories are 50-50. It's like 50% knockout, 50% submission. Would you categorize yourself more as a striker or a grappler?
I am more of a striker. I don't know what it is. I kind of got to I think it was the second round or the third round I think it was from the finals of the tournament. Then they started being wrestlers who I was fighting, so as everyone wants to go down to the ground, so I just more concentrated on grappling. I was still always working on my hands, but I kind of forgot that takedown defense. So as soon as they grab hold of the leg, I'd fall over, and then away we went on the ground. So I got to work that takedown defense.
Which discipline was it harder for you to master, the striking or the grappling?
So the striking was always came easy to me. I started boxing when I was young, but still at school. Kind of left there after a couple of bad boxing matches, and then but I was always doing some striking. Jiu-jitsu, I started that in 2008, 2009, and it came second nature. You know, they'd show me something and I'd learn it straight away and know how to do it the first time they're showing me. So I progressed quickly, I guess.
So you fought as a kickboxer, you're fighting Bellator. Is there any chance you may cross over to boxing?
Oh, there's 100% chance I'll go over to boxing. I'm seeing now all these MMA fighters doing the crossovers and the boxers doing the crossovers. I like to throw hands, and the only reason why I haven't been able to is because the wrestlers took me down and led on me. So, in boxing I don't have to worry about a takedown, so I can throw my hands all day long. So yeah, one day we'll see what's going on. I'm still young in the sport, so we'll see.
So what's the timetable on that? How long can combat fans wait before we get to see you in a boxing ring? That'll be awesome.
I don't know when the time dates, whatever it works out, but I'd say this year. That's what I'd go for.
Wow, okay, so it's quick. I noticed, I like how you roll, man. You do things very quickly. You had 2 amateur fights, well, 1 amateur fight or 2, and you're like,
I don't even remember.
I'm going pro.
Well, I knew I could fight, and then I felt, because I was doing the amateur fights, it was like, I'm holding back from things which I couldn't do. And I think I lost the first amateur fight. I got caught in a guillotine. I didn't really know what the fuck a guillotine was. And then after that, I started learning jiu-jitsu. And then I did one, it was a semi-professional amateur. There was like no punching on the ground. I was like, what's the whole point of this? Let me do the next one. Let me punch on the ground. When I did the punch, there was like no elbows. I said, let me throw elbows. So I'm trying to throw an elbow. I was like, look, let's just go pro, and then we'll start off from there. And that's what happened. A minute, 16 seconds, I won the British ICO title, or something like that.
What adjustments did you have to make from the amateurs to the pro?
No, I didn't really make any adjustments because I was still learning the game. So all of it's just been taking it in my stride, really, and everything I learn, I put into play in the ring and in the gym. And then if we practice something, I'll train that what we've practiced, and I just build up my game from there, really. So
Were there any changes you had to make concerning cardio or lifting more weight to get stronger, anything like that? Or?
So I did a lot of strength and conditioning. That was involved in my training program back in Jersey, like England Jersey. We do
The
a lot of
Jersey.
Yeah, the real Jersey. But because mine was more jiu-jitsu based there, so all I really did was jiu-jitsu and strength and conditioning. So when I came here, I was already strong enough. So then I concentrated on my jiu-jitsu more, and then my striking. So then the strength and conditioning weakened. So now I've been doing this a few years. I had to find a balance. I do too much of this one, and that one falters. You know, so it's all about trying to do wrestling and jiu-jitsu and striking and strength and conditioning and just trying to find a level balance so they all work out and you learn everything all at once. And it's important to separate the disciplines. So do striking, do MMA, do jiu-jitsu, do kickboxing, do wrestling, all separate, then put it together at one.
How do you juggle all of that? Because that's a lot. Your conditioning, the road work, the lifting, the striking, the grappling. How do you juggle?
This job is not easy. This is a full-time job, you know. And when I hear fighters that they have jobs as well, it's look, fair play. You fit all the training in, and then they're like, well, they've got to work. So then their training suffers, you know. They only manage to get one training session in, whereas we could do 3 or 4. So it kind of pays. I mean, this is my job, so this is why I do what. This is the only thing I do. You know, it depends on how much you want to put into this sport and what you want to get out of it, really, I guess.